A leaked group chat revealed military plans to bomb rebels in Yemen. Hear about the response to what was revealed.
A new unique napping spot on campus gives students a place to relax and recharge in between classes.
2 soldiers from the Israeli Defense Force will be on campus next week for an event. Hear about the event and the reactions from students. All of these stories and more as Kent Stater TV starts right now.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Good evening, Portage County, and welcome to Kent Stater TV News. I'm Lillian Drabick.
And filling in for Matt Corrali, I'm Gretchen Hoke. Thanks for joining us tonight.
If you're feeling tired or overstimulated, there's a new place on campus where you can take a break.
Our own reporter Emma Campbell has the full story. Hi, Emma.
Hi guys, the Student Center and the University Library has nap pods, creating more accessible seating for students and staff on campus.
Energy pod activated. Enjoy your Metro nap.
This is the sound of a Metro nap turning on for a student to fall asleep in. Nap pods, located in the Student Center and Library, provide a recliner with a white sliding bubble cover around the top area to provide both privacy and a new space for students to relax.
I don't know, it gives you a nice little reset for your brain. I have way more motivation now to go to this tutoring session than I did before I laid down.
There's a lot of science around kind of how our brains work and how detrimental not getting sleep is.
The nap pods also have adjustable and vibration settings, all programmed to help the user to relax and unwind. All the user needs to do is sit in the little white bubble and slide the door, and they are able to select their desired program. Kent State's Equal Access Cooperative supports cross-functional accessibility and came up with the idea by thinking of solutions for the lack of sleep Kent State students get every night because of stress, homework, or staying up late on their phone.
An hour or 2 of sleep is almost better than an hour or 2 of extra studying, because if you're too tired, then you can't focus when it comes to the exam.
The new lounge chairs were paid for by KSU's undergraduate student government and the university. As of right now, there are only 2 nap pods located on campus, but USG and the university are looking into potentially purchasing more based off of usage. For Kent Stater TV, I'm Emma Campbell. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks, Emma. A student-led research initiative went out onto the streets of Kent and took note of mid-block crossings around Kent. According to the Ohio Standards of Crosswalks, the level of danger is from the amount of near misses, and Kent is chock full of these crossings. Geography majors teamed up with the School of Fashion to collaborate to create a protective shield for data collecting traffic cameras.
2 soldiers from the Israeli Defense Force will share their experiences on the Kent campus next week. The event is called Triggered: From Combat to Campus and is sponsored by Students Supporting Israel. According to social media posts, the soldiers will talk about fighting in Gaza after the Hamas massacre on October 7th of 2023. Students for Justice in Palestine are protesting the event and asking Kent State to cancel it. The event will happen in the Kiva next Monday, March 31st at 7 p.m.
A body was recovered from the Cuyahoga River Monday night. The body was identified to be 59-year-old David Christ, a Kent resident. After police arrived at the scene under the high-level bridge, they came across Christ, who was pronounced dead on the scene. The cause of death was from blunt force trauma and was later ruled to be a suicide.
18% of adults in Portage County say they engage in excessive drinking. That's according to a new study by the University of Wisconsin. The study explores factors that can affect health outcomes and disparities across the country, including alcohol abuse. They define excessive drinking as 8 or more drinks in a week for women and 15 or more drinks a week for men. Hamilton County came in with the highest at 25%.
Your first forecast on Kent Stater TV.
If you feel like you're struggling to decide whether to wear a winter jacket or a raincoat this week, you're not alone. And starting right here in Kent, it's a balmy 45 degrees outside with partial amount of sun, but a bit of cloud coverage that's blocking that from making it feel a bit warmer. Winds at 10 miles per hour, and then chance of rain, luckily 0% right now. But let's take a look at your hourly forecast for tonight here in Kent. This evening around 8 p.m., 40 degrees, so it'll drop by about 5 degrees, mostly cloudy, 16% chance of rain. Once we get to midnight, 35 degrees, that's quite the drop, and it's going to keep on dropping into the morning, around 29 degrees when you guys are waking up for class tomorrow. So make sure that you bundle up, add some layers, and prepare for the colder temperatures. Mostly clear tonight, and then mostly cloudy this morning. We can take a look at tomorrow's temperatures. Once again, it's going to be a bit colder tomorrow compared to today. Low of 25, that's going to be happening around the morning hours. High of 40 degrees, partial sun, mostly cloud with a chance of thunder snow, actually, in Kent, Ohio. Winds, northwest winds, 10 to 15 miles per hour, so that's going to make it feel colder than it really is outside and make it a bit frigid on your hands. Sunrise, 7:18 a.m., and then again, those later sunsets that we're just loving here in Northeast Ohio, 7:44 p.m. Chance of rain, only 9%, but watch out for those snow and the thunder. Look, you could see from this graphic right here just how all over the place it is. I was going to make a joke about March weather, but it just wouldn't commit. I've got statewide totals and highly anticipated weekly forecasts. Stick around.
Thanks, Alton. With the lease for NASA's Washington, D.C. headquarters coming to a close in 2028, a resolution was passed to relocate their base of operation to Cleveland. The City Council has approved of this plan, stating that the location of the Glenn Research Center offers lower cost and a great position in the national technology and defense sectors, as well as Ohio's rich history with aviation.
Well, some Ohioans with suspended licenses will soon be able to drive legally again. A new law prevents Ohio courts from suspending people's licenses for failing to pay fees and fines. This change makes Ohio the 25th state to move away from debt-related driving penalties. Governor Mike DeWine signed the law in January. It takes effect on April 9th.
More with Cleveland News. An officer from the Lindale Police Department was involved in a car crash late Monday night. The crash occurred near the area of West 150th Street near I-71. After the crash, the officer was rushed to the hospital, but there has been no report of injury sustained. More information is to come after an ongoing investigation.
Westlake police are asking for the public's help in finding the juveniles responsible for causing damage with an unusual internet trend. Police say the juveniles are running up and slamming themselves against the garage doors of people's homes, causing significant damage. So far, the department has received 4 reports of damage, and the kids have been caught on video. Police say this was an internet trend from a few years ago that appears to be gaining popularity again. They are hoping folks will come forward with information so they can put a stop to it.
More involving police. A police chase occurred last night after an armed robbery in Cleveland. The police pursued suspects in a 10-minute chase, which ended at Rockefeller Avenue early this morning. 3 people were involved on the run. While 2 were caught on the scene, another suspect escaped and is still at large. Guns were found in the apprehended vehicle, and details of the robbery have not been revealed.
The fallout continues after military secrets were shared on a group chat. Still to come, hear what Hillary Clinton has to say.
With the lowest consumer level since 2021, we will tell you what it means for our economy going into these next months.
Illicit fentanyl is the deadliest drug threat that our nation has ever experienced. We lost Leo when he was only 19, killed by fentanyl he didn't even know he was taking. He was my heart, my son.
My grandson. I wish you could have met him. Such a beautiful young man. Kind, smart, funny, sweet, a great kid.
Go to ladrfoundation.org to join us in the fight against fentanyl.
Thank
you.
When you reach for your prescription medications, you trust that the medicine is going to do what it's supposed to do, make you feel better. That trust comes from knowing that teams of doctors, biologists, chemists, pharmacists, and other health scientists at the FDA are working tirelessly to protect the health of the American public by making careful, informed decisions about which new drugs to approve. Find the answers at fda.gov/drugs.
Kids will spend 15 minutes watching online videos like this one.
Brushing for 2 minutes now can save your child from severe tooth pain later. 2 minutes twice a day. They have the time.
Tomorrow's news leaders.
Today's top stories.
From an award-winning student newsroom.
This is Kent Stater TV.
Your community.
Your stories.
The fallout continues over the controversy surrounding military secrets being shared on a chat app. At a hearing today, both CIA Director John Ratcliffe and National Intelligence Director Tulsi Gabbard repeatedly denied that classified information was shared. The hearings come after an article Monday detailing how a journalist was accidentally included in a chat on the app Signal, where cabinet members were discussing plans to bomb the Houthi rebels in Yemen. According to the article, Hegseth shared exact details of the bombing plans. Trump said today he believes no classified information was shared.
Following up on the leaked military plans, Hillary Clinton reacted in a social media post. She commented her surprise and outrage over how the breach of security was handled. This comes after the former presidential nominee was involved in a controversy involving classified emails, and many of the officials who were at the forefront of her criticism were found in the leaked group chat.
The National Education Association and the NAACP are suing the Trump administration over last week's executive order to dismantle the Department of Education. The groups argue Trump is overstepping his power and that it will be impossible to ensure that funding is spent the way Congress intends. The administration has already cut the department's staff down to nearly half. The coalition is seeking a court order to prevent the department from being dismantled any further.
A lawsuit was filed against the Trump administration after the Department of Justice revoked a student's visa due to concerns over creating a hostile environment for students. This action followed Cornell University student Mohamed Tal's protest against the Israeli-Hamas war, which Cornell claims fostered the hostile environment on campus. He claims that he is being targeted for political speech.
It appears Russia and Ukraine have come to an agreement to reduce fighting. In separate meetings, both countries agreed to stop the use of force in the Black Sea. Ukraine's President Vladimir Zelensky confirmed the agreement in an announcement today. However, Russia said it won't move forward with the plans unless sanctions against them are lifted. U.S. officials say progress was also made on talks to stop both countries from attacking each other's energy facilities.
Keeping you informed and ahead of the storm, this is your KSTV weather.
I get it. We shouldn't complain after the winter we've had, but we could be seeing much better weather across the Buckeye State today. Starting right here along the shoreline, 48 degrees in Toledo, down through Columbus, and even 48 as well. Cincinnati, which is usually the warmest city in the state, 46 degrees. Athens actually the warmest across the state today at 49 degrees, and then our folks in Pittsburgh at 41 degrees. Let's take a closer look in your neck of the woods in Akron-Canton region. We'll start with the shoreline. Along the shoreline, 46 degrees in Sandusky, 44 degrees in Cleveland, and Ashtabula, the lowest at 41 degrees. All these places are seeing great cloud coverage, which is really blocking any sun from coming down and making it feel a bit warmer outside. Couple that with the wind. That's how you get these chilly temperatures in March. Mansfield at 45 degrees, and then Worcester, 46 degrees. Akron-Caden also an even 46 degrees. And then Kent, not quite the coldest in our region, but we are at 43 degrees today. And we can take a look at our temperatures going into the next week. Wednesday, having a nice sunny day with an 8% chance of rain, but we are at 40 degrees with a low of 24. On Thursday, high 57, low 39, partly cloudy with a 21% chance of precipitation there. Our highest chance of rain is going to come along the weekend. So 46% chance of rain, showers on Friday with a high of 63 and low of 57. And then Saturday, which is when we're going to see our warmest temperature at 71 degrees. Unfortunately, it's going to be a cloudy day with a 24% chance of rain, low of 55. Thunderstorms coming in on Sunday, 74% chance of rain and thunder, high of 67, low of 40 degrees. And then Monday, continued showers, 63% chance of precipitation, low of 29 degrees, high 45 on Tuesday, and a little bit of sun for you. Look, April showers may bring May flowers, but March, it's got a whole bag of tricks. But there's an end in sight. Just keep your eyes on it.
Thanks, Alton. A lot has been going on in the world of business and economy.
For more with consumer news, we go now to our own Avery Rigney. Good evening, Avery.
Thank you, Lillian and Gretchen. Many Americans currently lack confidence in the economy, starting with the lowest consumer levels since 2021. The Conference Board said its latest survey concluded consumer confidence this month slid to a 92%, and it showed Americans expect higher inflation this year. With predictions the economy will slip into a recession, Federal Reserve officials see the U.S. economy trending in a direction of stagflation, the combination of weakening growth and accelerating inflation. The White House pushes rapid-fire changes to Social Security, which generally take up to 2 years, but the Trump administration wants them done in around 2 weeks. At the end of this month, Social Security will require beneficiaries who can't provide their identities online come in person to visit a field office. Existing beneficiaries must change their bank information in person as well. After decades of one's reliance for business, power, and community ties, the economies of Maine and New Brunswick are deeply connected with lumber and electric industries, which are affected by the border tension. Retaliation from New Brunswick has led to a loss of millions of dollars in businesses, raising concerns after President Trump proposed a 25% tariff increase on most Canadian goods. Elon Musk company Tesla annual sales have been surged past by Chinese electrical vehicle maker BYD. BYD recorded revenues of $107 billion in 2024, whereas Tesla recorded $97 billion, intensifying competition in the global market for clean energy cars. BYD sales jumped 29% from previous years on deliveries as their sales continue to increase. For stories about consumer news and more, visit KentStater.com.
USC guard Juju Watkins suffered an injury last night in a March Madness game against Mississippi State. We tell you how severe it is and what it means for USC after their win.
The great thing about a hearing check, you don't drink weird stuff or get poked. It's just a few minutes in a quiet booth. Then, bam, you can do the happy dance because you're all done. So what's holding back? Let's boogie and get those ears checked.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it. I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool. Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
I've always loved space and football. Growing up, some people told me I had to choose. But here's the deal. You can be great at more than one thing. And getting involved in STEM opens up your world to a universe of opportunities in life. This is my time. Get inspired and get involved today. There are STEM programs and science centers available in your community, so be sure to check out spaceforall.us to learn more and get started. This is my time. There ain't no doubt in my mind. Find your place in space. This is my time. Space for All.
Can you sit with me?
Imagine what you'd see if every child had a book to read. 'Cause every kid across the nation deserves a book to read, and we can make it happen right now. No, I don't know what you've been told, but kids with books learn so much more. So the mission is for us to get a book to each and every child. So let's join hands, book people unite, unearth hidden passion. Come on, we'll have a good time. And seeds of inspiration to motivate some magic. To change the writing on the wall, writing on the wall. Book can make a difference. One book can inspire a child. One book can be the first thing that helps to change a life.
Read to a child today and spark a lifetime of ambition.
This is your Kent Stater TV Sports Report.
It looks like Northeast Ohioans want the Browns to stay in downtown Cleveland. A new survey shows 57% of adults surveyed want the Browns to stay where they are, while 29% are hoping for a new dome. Oddly enough, the strongest desire to remain downtown came from folks in Ashtabula and Lake counties, while Lorain County had the highest number of dome supporters. 19 News in Cleveland partnered with Marshall Marketing to do the study.
Women's basketball star Juju Watkins suffered a season-ending injury last night. She was carried off the court during the first quarter of the South Carolina's game against Mississippi State. This game was a part of the NCAA tournament. She sustained the injury after two defenders chased her down, causing her to plant her leg at an odd angle, injuring her knee. For more with sports news this evening, we now go to Evan Schofield.
Evan, what do you have for us tonight?
Thanks, guys. Well, starting local and taking you national, I'm here to give you your latest sports update. We start with the Lynx down south. Kent State men's golf team sits in 10th place and 3 under par after 2 rounds of the Hootie at Bulls Bay, led by freshman Nolan Haynes at 3 under and tied for 16th. Fellow freshman Isaiah Ibbett followed closely at 2 under, while senior Bryce Reed is 1 under, both inside the top 30. The Flashers teed off for the final round on this morning, aiming to climb up the leaderboard. And the Kent softball team was back in the Divine Diamond facing off against Robert Morris. Robert Morris claimed the demanding win 12-4 after an explosive second inning, scoring 5 runs. The Flashers couldn't keep up after 4 scoreless innings to start the day. Kent State is back and running next Tuesday, April 1st, with a doubleheader at Ohio. Now switching over to the other diamond, the Kent State baseball team is hosting Case Western Reserve at Schoonover Stadium, which started at 6 p.m. The 4-2 Flashes come off a conference series win over the Bowling Green, highlighted by freshman Sawyer Solitaria's clutch 3-run homer in the 9th inning. After the game, the Flashes will face Toledo in a weekend series from March 28th and 30th. And Kent basketball continues after the men's team defeated Stanford 77-75 on the road to advance in the NIT quarterfinals, led by Jalen Sullinger's career-high 34 points and Delrico Gillespie's double-double. The Flashes built a first-half lead, making key plays in the final minutes to secure the win. Kent State will face Loyola Chicago in the quarterfinals on Wednesday, March 26th at 7 p.m. It was a good night in Orlando as the Magic put star Dwight Howard into the Orlando Magic Hall of Fame. They faced off against Lakers. Here's another potential Hall of Famer, Luka Doncic, hitting a pull-up jump shot. He's not done yet. Check out this 3 by Doncic. Had 32 on the night. Lakers up 6. Fast forward to the second quarter, back like they never left. It's Luka to LeBron. It's too easy. There's no stopping him. Down 6 seconds. And Magic have to answer that. They do. Anthony Black snatches his own. It's the third, and things are spicy. Orlando takes the lead, and Paolo Banchero makes it look equally easy. Impressive 30-point night. Luka needing some kind of spark, and the same trends continue. That is stolen away from him by Black. Goes down the court, hits a lefty shot, and with 2 scores from James and Doncic, you're going to see here, one by James, and Doncic is going to go around. Hit a nice 2-pointer. It's not going to matter. How about this? The cherry on top is a shot from Franz Wagner. Look at that. That should do it as the Magic defend the Gulf, winning 106-98. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers are back at it tonight against the Portland Trail Blazers at 10 p.m. They come off a great win against the Utah Jazz after losing 4 straight. Jared Allen had a team-high 18 points and 6 rebounds, while Donovan Mitchell continued his excellent season with 16 points. The Madness will go down in Portland as the #1 seed Cavaliers look to get 2 straight. For more from your Kent Stater Sports Network, check out Overtime airing this Friday and follow Kent Stater on all socials. For KSTV, I'm Evan Schofield.
Thanks, Evan. Fans of coffee and cute designs are sure to be thrilled to find out the new launch of Snoopy-themed Starbucks cups. Learn more about the designs and where you can find them.
First, they said cigarettes were safe. Now, they say they didn't market e-cigarettes to teens. Fact. More than 1 in 4 high school students are vaping. Same lies, different day. Tell Big Vape to quit lying.
Can you help me?
What you got there?
Will you help my mom?
Hey, crew, I'll give the first move to anyone who signs up to be an organ donor. How do you do it?
Easy. Just go to organdonor.gov.
More donors means more hope. Sign up at organdonor.gov.
Hey, I'm worried about your parents. We need to show them how to spot phishing emails.
Agreed, the scammers are out of control.
Plus, help them add multi-factor authentication.
Yes, we use MFA at work and it's great. Software update? Done. Time to celebrate.
For more information on how to keep yourself and those you care about safe online, go to cisa.gov/secure-our-world.
Today I'm going to talk to you about physics. Come on in, girls. Let's go. This is the first rocket to get humans to Mars.
Really tall.
I'm a rocket structural engineer, designing and building parts of the rocket. You are the generation that will be stepping foot on Mars. Do I have a group of astronauts on my hands?
Yes.
You can become a rocket scientist or whatever else you want.
An interesting find by NASA, their James Webb telescope recently captured an image of a cosmic tornado. In the image, it shows a helical sort of cloud caused by jet outflows from newly formed stars. These outflows can reach light years, which can cause shock waves across the galaxy. The light in the image comes from the heating and cooling of the materials within the cosmic whirlwind.
Well, as if we needed one more reason to go to Starbucks, the popular coffee giant will soon be launching Peanuts-themed coffee mugs. Snoopy and his Peanuts gang pals will appear on merch including a cold cup, a ceramic mug, and a stainless steel tumbler. They're limited edition though, so you're going to want to make sure you get yours while they last. No word yet on when they will be available. I feel like it'd be worth it to get out there and get one of those.
That's all the time that we have for tonight. Thank you for joining us.
For these stories and more, check out KentStater.com and our socials at KentStater. For KSTV, I'm Gretchen Hoke.
And I'm Lillian Drabeck. Have a great night, Portage County.
Are ready to be inspired. One quick thing I want to remind you guys to be studying.
Major key alert. Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Today we're talking about inspirational quotes.
You want to get that paper? You better turn in that paper and get an A+. That's a major key. Another one. Mogul talk. You want to reach the mountaintop? You got to go hard. To succeed, you have to believe. Stay focused. Fly higher than the eagle. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote from recent history?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
me?
Mom, Dad, we're going out.
Thank you.
Oh, look, they're playing chess.
What you got there?
Will you help my mom?
She's real sick, huh? Hey, crew, I'll give the first move to anyone who signs up to be an